Hello and welcome back to the Intel Brief. Today is Monday, the 13th of April. I am your host Daniel, and today we're going to talk about Magyar's Tisza party has secured a two-third majority in the Hungarian elections. Ireland has cleared a refinery protest amid fuel protests. And Trump says the US will blockade the Strait of Hormuz after the Iran peace talks fail. So firstly, Peter Magyar's Conservative Tisza party has won a two-thirds majority in the Hungarian parliamentary elections, according to a near-complete result from Hungary's National Electoral Bureau. With over 98% of the vote counted, Tisza secured 138 seats of Hungary's 199-seat parliament, having gotten around 53.5% of the votes, accounting for around 3 million voters. Outgoing Prime Minister Viktor Orban's nationalist Fidesz party, which had previously ruled for 16 consecutive years, is poised to take 55 seats in the parliament with 37.9% of the vote, or 2.2 million voters, making it the largest opposition party. And the far-right Our Homeland movement is set to take 6 seats with 6% of the vote. So what? I think this is a massive win for Hungary and likely will lead to significant changes, especially around judicial reform, media control, and corruption, which is going to be massive. Ideally, this will open up EU funding, allowing for more money to flow into Hungary, a diversifying of like how contracts are won, a growth of business, and really boost the Hungarian economy. Hopefully, some foreign investment can come in and it can start moving towards like Poland type situation, who are doing very well economically. But yeah, there's still lots of work to do. But this is a huge start. Having a two-thirds majority allows Peter Magyar to change the constitution and essentially take lots of the things he wanted to do quite easily, whereas otherwise Fidesz would be able to block it much easier. But yeah, for anyone thinking that this country is going to become some super liberal place, you are very wrong. Peter Magyar is still very conservative, and it's almost certain that the country is going to stay quite conservative overall. And next, police in Ireland on Saturday used pepper spray and made arrests in a bid to clear protests blockading the country's only oil refinery. Authorities moved in to disperse the protesters to restore supplies after 5 days of nationwide demonstrations over soaring fuel prices. Law enforcement, supported by the armed forces, moved in to reopen the Whitegate refinery in County Cork and escort fuel trucks on Saturday. The national broadcaster RTE posted a video showing several officers dragging a protester from a tractor. So what? It's a pretty crazy situation, and one I think may warrant a full YouTube video this weekend, depending on what happens this week. It seems unlikely the protest is going to stop anytime soon, with possible pretty significant political repercussions. One of the toughest things here is that there's no real good solution to this, right? Like, Ireland can't really fix this problem easily outside of lowering taxes on fuel, which, governments are very hesitant to do, as it's a huge part of where they get their money from. But yeah, as we're going to talk about in the next story, the situation in Iran with the Strait of Hormuz not really simmering down anytime soon, and the possibility of it getting worse, the price of fuel is only set to go up. So yeah, people are not going to be happy. And lastly, Donald Trump has said that the US will begin blockading the Strait of Hormuz in an attempt to take control of the strategic waterway from Iran in the aftermath of failed peace negotiations between the countries in Pakistan. The US president also threatened to bomb Iran's water treatment facilities, power plants, and bridges if Tehran did not agree to abandon their nuclear weapons program, the key sticking point between the two sides. Trump's surprise announcement of a blockade came after the face-to-face negotiations between the US and Iran in Islamabad that lasted 21 hours collapsed on Sunday morning. So what? It seems highly likely that the situation in Iran is about to escalate significantly again, and we are possibly about to go back to full-scale war. It seems highly unlikely that fuel is going to get freely through the Straits of Hormuz due to this, and it's possible the US will be forced to invade. Firstly, to open the Straits of Hormuz, and secondly, possibly to remove the Iranian leadership, who are unwilling to negotiate. Fair enough. Their position is quite strong. They have quite a good defensive posture in this conflict, and they're definitely not losing this conflict. They're not winning, but they're not losing. And that's the key to their success, right? Is basically survival. If they can survive and keep shooting drones and missiles at GCC countries and ships in the Strait of Hormuz, eventually the US will have to concede or invade, one of the two. Anyway, that's been the Intel Brief. I've been your host, Daniel, and I'll see you again tomorrow. See you!